from the lighter side of pest control. This is the Tales from the Crawl Space podcast with your hosts, Jack and Brad. Hi, Pest Control Horror Depot. Yeah, part 2. There's a jump scare incoming, just letting you know. So yeah, get ready for that. Boo. Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did. You coward. You make me sick. Your weakness is pathetic.
You know, if I didn't know any better, Jack, I do believe I just soiled myself from that jump scare.
Yeah, I think I peed a little.
Peed a little? No, I didn't pee. I didn't poop. I peed.
Well, as you well know, not all pee-pee times are poo-poo times, but all poo-poo times are pee-pee time.
That's that. So, hey, everybody, welcome once again to Tales from the Crawl Space podcast. I am your illustrious co-host, Brad Harvey, and moving on down to the eastern part of the USA is my one and only good buddy, Jack Starry. Jack, how you doing?
What's up, baby? I'm doing pretty good, man.
You know, I'm just kind of in survival mode right now, and You know, we're getting ready to hunker down for a major snowstorm here in Indiana. So yeah, they're calling for 1/4 to 1 inch.
Oh shit!
Actually, they're saying we're going to get anywhere between 3 and 7 inches, and
that's what I told that last girl.
Well, yeah, you get it repeatedly. Get her 3 7 3 7 3 7. But no, and you know, anybody that's lived in Hoosier land knows that when they call for a foot of snow, you're going to get 2 inches, maybe. Just enough to. We look so pathetic out there with our snow throwers. That's doing like 2 inches of snow. It's coming out of the chute like.
They make those little snow broom things.
Those little things.
Yeah.
No, man, I got my big beefy Toro 4-cycle, the Snowminator, and it's like, it's got the drift cutters on the side of it. It's like, which, they look, I've had it for 10 years and those drift cutters look brand fucking new, still shiny.
from lack of use.
There's been no drifts to cut, Jack. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so,
yes,
I'm telling you what, man, it's been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a couple weeks. December. I am selling more fucking termite work right now than I have sold in a while. Yeah, it kind of trips me out. It's like I'll get up every morning, look at my phone, bling, termite lead, bling, termite lead, bling, termite lead, selling most of it. And it's like, but here we are trying to battle, the battle of the frozen rigs, and it's like I'm looking at the top of the tank. There's like a layer of ice on it, and I'm looking at the crew. I'm just saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed you, and I got to get this fixed. And then, so I spent some time on one of the rigs, but it was basically from a busted pole starter, which was a beautiful thing, and it was broken, and the rig needed winterized. We hadn't winterized it yet. I had some RV antifreeze. I was going to blow through it, get it all ready for the cold snap that's coming, and the damn pull cord breaks, so I can't get it started.
Oh, shit.
So I know everybody's got a lot of advice on what to do with this shit, but so I took the housing off of it, and I'm just like, try to tie it together. No, that's not going to work, because not only did when the thing went back in, the spring fucked up too. So everything was just slack as fuck. So I'm like, I looked at Bill. I said, bring me a drill, please. I found a socket that would fit in the crank, the thing at the end of the crankcase that goes into that little bell housing that the starter goes in. I was just going to take a drill and, electric start it, but he couldn't find the drill. He's looking for the drill. I got tired of waiting because it was cold. It was raining and shit. So I took the rest of the rope, wrapped it around that bell housing, and just started right up. I was like, yeah, and got it winterized and saved the day.
Well, you know what Tom Petty says? It's the waiting is the hardest part.
The waiting is
the hardest part. Every day, take one more yard.
God, Randy Struthers' favorite singer.
Well, now he's hanging out with him.
No, he hated Tom Petty. Let's.
He's not hanging out with
Why
him.
do you think? Why do you think that we played that on his outro on his?
That's
on his
right.
Tribute
That's
show?
right. I forgot.
Big
I forgot. We've got over 130 episodes. I tend to forget things.
Yeah, look at you. You're resting on a pile of episodes. And it's like,
Yes.
oh yeah, this is like to get out of the crack of your ass. Oh yes. Oh yeah, take this job and shove it one.
Well, Sancho reminded me I said something that was apparently prophetic that I completely forgot I said. And he's like, man, that meant something to me. I'm like, I'm glad it did because I fucking forgot what it was.
Yeah. You know what though? I think that's great that our 14 listeners remember more about the episodes than we do.
Yeah. Well,
For one thing, they're probably a lot more sober than I am when I'm recording. But the fact that we make that kind of impact on it, I love watching watching our episode list grow and rise like a loaf of bread.
yes.
Yeah,
a loaf of bread.
Yes, Jack, you did a little baking, didn't you?
I have. I've been Betty motherfucking Crocker here a little bit, or Billy Crocker.
Billy Crocker.
I just I keep on looking at the same big massive company buying up all the bread companies, and there's no such thing as a decent loaf of bread that goes. These go bad at a normal rate as opposed to the shit that can sit on top of your refrigerator for 3 weeks and not go bad.
That's true. I myself I make a focaccia bread that would give you multiple organisms, man. I'm telling you.
Nothing like an organism while you're eating some, some bread.
Yeah. Oh. Speaking of that, I was driving around today. I had a banana in my lunchbox.
Mm-hmm.
I opened it up and peeled it slowly and seductively, and I ate it. And while I ate it, I recorded myself eating it and sent it to Russell Goswick.
Oh, so he's probably still treating himself like an amusement park right now.
No, not only that, he sent me another one. He sent me one of him eating a banana. I think he probably went to the grocery store, pulled over, bought one banana, and then took it, put it in the car. It's like, okay, I'm gonna show Brad how this is done. It was, man, it was beautiful. He stuck his tongue out a little bit, and then laid it, and then as he pulled his tongue back into his mouth, the banana went along for the ride. Man, it was that guy is a tease.
Well, I knew a girl that could eat the whole banana and lick the grapes at the bottom at the same time. That's a genius.
Man. Yeah. I knew a woman that could eat a banana without peeling it, just right out of the tip, the bottom part of it.
God damn.
It's just laying there
Ooh, that's when you have to pull the bed sheets out of your ass.
Yeah, it's like a spider sucking all the juice out of something, just leaving the husk.
Yeah, and sheet's gonna get sucked up in your butthole.
Oh my God. All right.
She's all up on my penis like that, man.
That's right, man. So, hey, everybody, you guys are the freaking bomb because you always send us these wonderful stories. Sometimes we just have way too many of them to say in one episode.
Yeah, we definitely had a two-parter last week and a two-parter.
Our episodes are an hour long, and just because it's late, we're old. We want to get back. Matlock's coming on. We want to go watch it. So
I don't like the new Matlock.
You don't like the new Matlock?
No,
I don't either. I'm an Andy Griffith Matlock kind of guy. But when the Matlock's not on, Murder She Wrote's on, so we get to watch.
So I keep seeing Kathy Bates, breaking James Caan's foot with a sledgehammer. That's what I keep seeing.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
So
okay. Horror stories. I mean, you guys, you cheese bags, and you listeners, and all you other people out there in Podverse really brought it home for us, man. And so we've got a ton more stories. So we're gonna try to get all those wrapped up for you. And next week's gonna be awesome. We want to be nice and fresh for that. So anyway, let's get into it, Jack. What do you say?
Yeah, well, we got the first story we're starting back with for this show was Ritz Burgee. He said, had a customer in an apartment pull a butcher knife out on me. Pretty sure he worked night shift or something, and I startled him. We would knock multiple times and then open the room with the key, and he apologized, but scared the shit out of me. I can see that. Fucking butcher knife. What the fuck?
Hell yeah. No kidding. Yeah, I mean, sometimes when they got something in their hands and they open the door, I don't give a shit what it is. I don't care if it's a salami sandwich. I kind of step back a little bit because that guy might have been trained in the military on how to properly kill somebody with that salami sandwich.
You can fuck somebody up with a salami sandwich.
especially the hard salami because it's got that edge.
I've fucked with the hard salami before.
Yeah, and you can do it with a bologna sandwich too, as long as it still has that casing because you can peel it off. And then use it like a garrote.
But sometimes it's safer to leave the casing on before
Sometimes it is. Yes. I believe in safe sandwiching. Okay, Josh Tamarit. I had a coworker doing a termite inspection, and before she could even get in the crawl space, right after she opened the door, she found a dead homeless man.
Yum.
Ooh, yeah. I have another coworker that was trying to do an initial service to the house next door. Had a couple of guys hanging out. One came off the porch and got in his face and told him that he isn't going to service the house. And when he said he was the guy, pulled a gun and pointed it right in his face. He left, and the service center called the customer, and they were like, "Yeah, that's a drug den."
Oh, lovely.
Well, thanks for sending me there, dumb fuck. I've been in that situation a couple times. You go in there's dope, there's guns, I just put my head down, do my thing. It's a rental property. I'm not going to get money from them anyway. I'm out the door. So,
I've done enough projects to, for sure.
Yeah.
Dale Edgerly says one of the creepiest was at an opera house in the balcony. There was a black lady sitting there in older clothes staring at the stage. I said hello, and she turned her head, smiling at me. I turned away, and when I looked back, she was gone. I asked the lady in the office about it, and sure enough, I'd seen the ghost in the balcony. Oh, that's cool. I would fucking love that. That's awesome.
God, yes.
That is so cool.
And when you get down to the office, tell them Large Marge sent you. Yeah, when they pull her from the wreckage, her face looked like this. Oh my God. Okay, Trey Flower. He brings us with. Back when I used to do housing contract, a lot of things happened, but the scariest one probably, I went to do a termite inspection to a voided house. So the tenants had been kicked, the house was boarded up, and there was needles everywhere on the outside. I unlocked the lockbox to get the key to open the house, and as I opened the house, I heard a lot of footsteps rushing to me. I quickly closed and locked the door before anything happened and drove the fuck out of there. Smart.
Yeah.
Went back to my boss and told him about what happened. And he said, "Did you leave a calling card?"
I would have smacked him in the mouth. Come on.
Oh, man. No, I would have left a calling card the way my dog leaves a calling card. I just shit and left.
But yeah, a little trail from the front porch to the truck.
Yeah, the poopy trail. Yeah. I don't like getting startled like that.
Then you have to go to the office, sit on the carpet, put your legs up in the air, and pull yourself around by your arms.
We had this French bulldog, Bobby. He was nothing but a bundle of nerves. And whenever I'd walk in the door, he'd bark the hell out at me. And that dude would shoot a turd out every time. Poop. Poop. I was
like, turd launcher.
God, yeah. He had one bounced off the foot rest of the recliner. Like, holy shit. That poor guy.
Diapers, maybe?
He was just a bundle of nerves. But
wow. Ryan Jacob Wildsmith says, got up onto a 2-foot ledge to set a trap on top of a brick wall in an old cellar of a brewery. Hopped down from the ledge. The brick wall fell next to me where I was just standing the second I hit the ground. Talk about dodging a bullet.
No kidding. Kidding. Have you ever had those big-ass icicles start heading your way? That's about the closest I get. That's the closest I've ever got to something of that magnitude. Yeah, you'll be doing all of a sudden, whoop.
Well, see, being this close to Christmas time.
Big around as your arm and shit, and it's come down and douche. Right in the snow. It's like, that could have
been the perfect murder weapon.
Yeah, that could have been my skull. It's like, so why is the body wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot.
Now, the brick wall thing makes me think of how Danny Kaye saved Bing Crosby from the brick wall falling in White Christmas at the very beginning.
White Christmas, that's right.
He had to hold his arm.
He felt an obligation to him for the rest of his life. Poor fucker. Yeah, all right.
Wallace and Davis.
Yeah. Oh man.
Love that movie.
It is a holiday standard. That and National Lampoon. So
yes, that and Scrooge.
We made 2 movie references on that one story.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Christmas Vacation. Oh, talking about the wall falling, and I said something about the icicle, and then
Yeah. That's right. That's exactly. And when the Margot thing, it just went around my fucking head. I don't.
It's okay. Good. I'm not the only one that's tired on the show tonight.
Yeah. Well.
All right, Nicole Bruce. Okay, she's got a two-parter here, and one is went to do an annual crawl space inspection, and the homeowner climbed into the crawl space behind me and closed the door. He's on the spectrum, and it didn't click that it was that was creepy as fuck until I asked what was happening. He said, "Oh, I don't want the humidity to rise with the door open." Hey, that's logical. That's logical.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Yeah, you don't want the humidity to rise because we all know what moisture does to wood members in a crawl space, right?
That's why you get the power vents with the humidistats.
That man was thinking about fungus and
fungus the bungus.
That's right. So number 2 is I was doing a bed bug inspection at a woman's shelter, and the person whose room it was not in there. So my escort left to go get her. When she stepped out, the person showed up, locked me in the room, and blocked the door while screaming and crying, hitting the bed about how mad she was they allowed me to begin my inspection without her.
Jesus.
Eventually, she calmed down after talking to her a bit, but I was waiting to get pummeled for invading her space. Turned out she faked the bedbug claims to keep from getting a roommate.
Oh my girl, my back has been bugging me so much lately, it just won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Just kidding. Sounds like a real pain.
You know, it's been a real pain lately, trying to find anything relatable to listen to while I'm working.
Girl, I got the answer for this one. Pestrogen Podcast. It's a pest control podcast, but with a lady twist. It's fun, laughable, and will make you say, yep, get that.
That sounds so awesome. So, where can I find this at?
Anywhere. We got the YouTube, anywhere where you get your usual podcasts, and they have a Facebook page for ladies in the pest industry only.
Sold!
You can catch the Pestrogen Podcast videocast exclusively on YouTube and listen to the audio version on Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, or wherever your favorite podcasts are currently crawling around. Pestrogen Podcast, because when it comes to pests and podcasts, we know how to bug you just right.
Well,
I'd say that potential roommate dodged the bullet on that one.
Yeah, but I do admire her creativity.
You got to give her points for thought.
Yeah, for sure.
She definitely put some brain work into that.
All right, Alex Shelby said, I served as 2 of the locations that the Ghost Adventures crew film at on their 3-part miniseries, Graveyard of the Pacific. I hear disembodied voices and had my hat yanked on my hat yanked on in the Astoria Underground. Saw full body apparitions, heard someone walking upstairs, and watched doors close in the commander quarters in Fort Stevens. Now, I actually spent the night in the place in Philadelphia that the Ghost Adventures people made them. What was it? The Ghost Hunters, the original Ghost show. The Ghost Hunters made their money on was at Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
I did an overnight there. That was fun.
Really?
That was cool. So,
what, for shits or
just shits and giggles? Well, a little paranormal thing, and
gotcha.
We had the digital audio recorders and shit like that. So,
okay. I didn't know. I didn't know you said you spent an overnight there, like you had been, like they had a drunk tank and the place was
no. It's been a managed ruin. Al Capone actually spent time in there. They had his cell the way it was set up. It's pretty cool.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, we do. Back when I was at the Scarlet Letter, we did a senior housing building, and they had 2 buildings actually. One was one building. They put it. There was apartments above this old dime store, Kivitz 5 and Dime, and but down the road they had another building with apartments in it that was the old city jail, and they had a section of it where the cell block was that they left intact. Not preserved, but intact. You go in there, yes, there's the iron bars, there's the old style toilet inside the cell. There's which was basically a bucket, and the old iron bars and everything, the cots and stuff, but everything was just peeling off. It's like I was breathing lead based.
Yeah,
that's what it was like. It was really cool. And the guy was telling me that John Dillinger was was thrown in there for a little while. He escaped, and that was a slippery dude, man. John Dillinger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my grandma went on a blind date with him. So,
damn,
that's old family folklore. Yeah. So, anyway, so Jesse Smollett said, I was
Juicy Smollett.
Juicy. We had to go there. I'm sorry, Jesse. I was in a Section 8 housing complex. I was on the second story of an occupied unit, and SWAT raided it while I was inside.
But that was a show. But oh fuck, now I'm stuck up here.
Yeah, I mean, this stuff always turns out okay. Hey, I'm just the bug man. Da 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 da. But man, it takes a fucking chunk out of your day to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Because I've had a couple of techs that had gone into apartment complexes or something like that. They were getting raided, something on another like domestic dispute, whatever. And oh no, you can't leave. You can't leave. What did you see? Blah 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 blah. And it's just like he's calling me up, dude. I'd be like, 3 people have called, wanting to know where the fuck you are. He's like, man, I'm going to go by the cops. I was like, what did you do? Nothing, Brad.
That's the first thing. What did you do wrong?
What the fuck did you do? No, not what did you do wrong. What did you do now?
Now, oh shit. Okay.
Now what are you doing?
That indicates a trend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want to get the next one since
that was a shorty. I'll take it. Okay, Cody Kessinger.
No. You got the one above that.
Devin Crow.
Yeah.
I got trapped in a crawl space in Malibu, recovering a dead skunk. I had to bend pipes out of the way to get out.
Now, did the pipes move and close up the hole you came through? How'd that work? Or did you get larger from the time you went into the time you wanted to come out? That's my question.
No, I think he made a mistake. Instead of going into a crawl space in a building in Malibu, he entered the asshole of a giant creature.
Malibu Barbie.
It's like, these were like arteries and veins, and it's like he dilated them when they go in. He's like,
oh. He went in Malibu Barbie's anus. All right, Cody Kessinger says 2 things. One, I treat a hospital that has an abandoned section that was built in 1891. It gets pretty creepy walking the halls alone, especially the morgue where all the doors are left open on the old coolers. And I used to treat a YMCA that needed service after 10 p.m., and their daycare service is an old school building. One time I walked into a classroom and some toy started making noise all by itself. I wrapped up service shortly after that. Hell nah. I got JT's toys when he was little. He had the battery. If the battery would die, they'd start making noise as the battery was dying. And I'd sit there in the house, he was gone with his mom, and I'm sitting there at the house by myself, and shit just starts making noise. I'm like, what the fuck? It throws you for a loop for a second,
Yeah. Have you ever seen the videos where they take a Tickle Me Elmo and they let's say they do it with the batteries in it, and then they'll put then they'll look okay.
They'll up the voltage on it or something.
Like 12 volts, 24 volts. Then plug it into AC. It's having a seizure. I love it. And then it starts smoking and stuff, and I'm just like, die, Elmo, die. I hate those fucking things.
I got fired working at that factory because I was sewing balls onto them, and apparently told me I was supposed to give them 2 testicles, but I had the wrong idea. So
they marketed them as Tickle My Balls, Elmo.
That was low hanging fruit, but I had to take it.
That was low hanging fruit. Much like
low hanging fruit.
Yes, that's right. Much like the 2 testicles.
It's right below the penis.
That's right, but the penis. 22 minutes.
Oh, I said it once prior though.
Oh,
so I'm only in for.
It must have been a real short penis because I didn't.
I slid the penis by you is what I did.
He's a shorty. Okay, Drucifer. Excuse me.
It's not right.
I'm going to hank on the floor in the house. Yeah, Ellen will love that. Drucifer brings out at a factory. They had cardboard cutouts of celebs with PPE to promote safe work practices. That's smart and whimsical. I'm out at one of the outbuildings after everyone left for the day. Go to the bathroom, and someone had put one behind the door. It was a 7-foot The Undertaker. Needless to say, I didn't need to use the bathroom anymore.
He shit up all in his britches.
Oh my God! Yeah, look at go in there and take a shit. You see,
Yeah, that would get my attention for sure.
wow, no doubt.
Lawrence Pletcha, I hope I said that right. I was sent on a termite inspection, and a fully dressed drag queen answered the door. I did my inspection and found drywood termites in the crawl space. Once informing the person, I was directed to the bedroom where they opened a drawer under the bed and handed me a paperback book saying, "What do you think about this?" The book was eaten through with galleries. The only answer I could think of is that the termites obviously like John Jakes historical novels more than I do. We tented the house.
Did the house? Oh my God!
Boy, I remember doing fumigations, man.
My God.
That's some work.
Yeah, fully dressed drag queen answered the door. Yes. So how did the house look? Oh, the house looked fabulous.
Fabulous.
John Childers was doing an old hotel converted to homeless housing until last year in downtown San Diego. Which, of course, Spanish for a whale's vagina.
A whale's vagina.
We do weekly German roach and bedbug treatments to each of the 4 floors. We had one unit that we knew had a bad bedbug problem, but couldn't get into it. Eventually, we got the super to open the door and found the tenant had passed days earlier and was just starting to smell ripe with the aroma of death.
Yes, quite the aroma.
Quite the aroma.
I've smelled it. No bueno.
It's quite pungent. Stings the nostrils.
40% of the time, it works every time.
Every time. That's right. It actually contains 5% real panther.
We're just full of movie quotes.
Yeah, the dead body ones are the worst. I mean, we go all day. We smell dead mice. We smell dead rats. We smell old people farts, and especially when I'm in my truck by myself. But I digress. The actual smell of human death.
It's unmistakable for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Colt James. I served as a medical sales supply company in Indianapolis monthly. One day I walked into their education room, and as I was spraying, I thought I saw someone looking at me from across the room. About 10 feet away from me on the table was an old woman's head. That's about the time I realized there was also a foot in the middle of the table right next to me. In my half a year of servicing this building, I never saw cadavers out. So there I am, holding my BG in shock when an employee walks in and starts chatting with me about services for his home. I was lightheaded and had to get out of there. So I handed him a business card and I went back to my truck. So we had body parts just sitting around. Some guy was like, "Oh man, I gotta answer my kitchen."
Yeah, I used to do the old city hospital for the Big Green Tea, and I'd gone down. I'd been there for a year or so. Never had to do this one particular part of the hospital, which was the basically the morgue / crematorium. They had their own crematorium in this hospital. I mean, this place was built in like the 1920s and stuff. So, but we went down there, and it was a group of us because we were doing a blitz on this hospital. We got to the morgue, to the crematorium part, and there were the big Rubbermaid trash cans, janitors, you see them rolling around on wheels and stuff, filled with body parts. Some of them were pretty far dried and stuff. It's like, where they, it's basically a cadaver disposal room where they, after the cadavers are basically picked clean, they burn them. And but I was looking at that. I walked out. The first thing I said to the service manager was, "Richard, it's going to be years before I can eat beef jerky again." I was like, some of it just looked dead, like teriyaki jerky and stuff. And, it wasn't burning nothing. It's just that, I guess they just let it sit to dry after, take it out of the formaldehyde or whatever the fuck, and just let it dehydrate a tad. Maybe it just creates less steam, when they burn easily. I don't know, man, but it was disgusting. Didn't smell at all down there. It smelled, like beef jerky. And so, it'd be a minute before it was, who the fuck am I kidding? Two days later, I was at the gas station buying me a Jack Link's.
A bag of pemmican.
Give me some kippered beefsteak from Jack Link's.
Kipper.
Oh, the teriyaki kippered beefsteaks rock my fucking world.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. Nate Gugan. I was in the more hilly and low income territory we offer service in. I'm going up the hill looking for the address. They're all single wide trailers and I can see the house numbers. I pull up at one the GPS took me to, get out and go knock on the door. I'm standing facing the door and the homeowner walks up behind me and cocks a shotgun he was pointing at me. Turns out I was at the wrong house. Not sure what dude was doing out there and didn't want to find out.
You all get the fuck off my porch?
Get off my land.
Well, I got a doormat that says "Get the fuck off my porch" on my front door. So
that's why I always come in the window. It takes me a few minutes, but I get it in there.
Yes.
It takes a couple of, the aim's got to be good.
Get a little bit on the sill there, but we'll get us there.
To my window, skeet skeet.
Skeet skeet. Well, no, it's that woman singing it. She has nothing to do with skeet.
Okay, sploosh sploosh.
Yes,
better.
Yes. Robert Allen Ayers says, I've found 5 dead people on 5 separate occasions. 1, landlord and I found tenants dead from carbon monoxide poisoning. 2, no idea what happened. Smelled the smell from the front door, key account, so I always just went in and called 911 immediately. 3, homeowner had fallen off a ladder in the backyard and I found him when I was there for a mosquito service. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
4, apartment leasing office asked me to investigate a possible dead animal in the unit. Found out it was the apartment next door. And 5, died while I was there.
Shit.
Was mowing grass while I treated the kitchen for German roaches, came outside afterwards about an hour later, and he had sat down on the back porch and died right there. That's fucked up. Well, and this time of year for shoveling, that shit'll fucking kill you too. So if don't go out and start
snow. Yeah, definitely
throwing snow around. You can die from a fucking heart attack, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself today. I left the house, did some work, come back, and shoveled the driveway just before Ellen had to leave to go run her errands. And it was an inch of snow, but still, 61 years old, I can shovel a driveway with an inch of snow on it and not die. I feel like I'm a happy guy.
As long as you ain't dead, I'm happy with that.
I'm a happy man. Yeah, because then you'd have to find another host.
But after you do all that shoveling, do you sit down with a nice bourbon?
It was 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's not. I don't care.
Yes, I did.
Because hey, now would it be the same bourbon you're drinking tonight?
The same bourbon I'm drinking tonight? Are you talking about my beautiful, wonderful retirement bourbon?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Barrel. The price has gone up a little bit, but so is every fucking thing else, so it doesn't matter. Evan Williams, bottled and bond, 100 proof. Get you where you're going quickly. It's bottled and bond, so it's been basically aged for a week or so. But as I always say, the flavor, the taste of it, the mouthfeel, the nose, and everything defies its youth, and it's a really good barrage for an occasion such as tonight. Nothing beats a good retirement bourbon than washing it down with a little something out of my Tony fucking Spangler tumbler from SpanglerArt.com.
Spangler.
Tony fucking Spangler. Penis.
I brought out the penis. See it?
Hell yeah, man.
And I love penis. Look at that. See?
Yeah, that's right. It's got veins and everything. It's missing a head, but it's got the veins. That's old Candace right there. Good old Candace. God love her. I got to talk with her for a little while today. She's a nice lady. Yep. One half of the Pestrogen crew over there at Pestrogen Podcast. But look, let's not talk about those women right now. Let's talk about our man Tony and his tumblers from SpanglerArt.com.
Yes.
Jack just popped up and showed you the interior. And
yes, look at that. That pretty.
Every penis does have an interior.
It does.
This is double walled insulation. And hi, Talbert. And double walled insulation there. Beautifully eye-popping graphics. You got that
colors just pop. Look at that shit.
Look at that handsome stud nick right there. And then on the other side, of course,
look at that sexy motherfucker.
Another sexy motherfucker. And So and while I'm holding this, I'm touching the beautiful
Rubber
supple
bottom.
rubber bottom.
The beautiful rubber bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I can't touch this enough, Jack. Yeah.
I'm
that
way with
Jack, I
bottoms
had no
myself.
idea.
I like having the bottom on my face. I'm a
Wait
big
a
fan of
minute,
having
wait
the
a minute.
bottom on my face.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, Jack. Oh, why is it spicy?
oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's great, but I'm serious with all this good shit that's going on right here. You got another thing coming
because you said all penises have an interior. So
all do penises have an interior,
and what do you use for that?
Sometimes that interior runs into a jam, literally, and
Mm-hmm.
when it does, Tony's got you covered with the surgical stainless steel. Weapons grade, urethral grade.
Well, when it's a jizz launcher, then I can see
that's right. Totally. Yeah. You can do some ballistic work with this thing. You're in a hurry.
Wait. Let me get the voice changer. That's more of a.
Anyway, look at the cutting. Look at the well machined edge on that. That's going to cut through any debris and detritus that may be lodged up there in your urethra
and your penis.
And it's polished for a smooth insertion because nothing is worse than urethral drag when you're using.
No one likes a dry urethra insertion.
Absolutely, and you're never gonna get that with those. And then some of you guys. Let's just say they're like snowflakes. No two are ever alike. Some of them is straight up, some of them is straight out, some of them got that little bend to them. So he's got you covered because we do have the angled ones in stock right now at TonySpanglerRock.com, and so you can get in there and get right up to it and
right up to the curve, man.
And if you're brave enough and you're strong enough. This is good because you can hold that in there and get to go in this way with first, take it up there, and then once you get it up into your bladder, it's going to stay right there.
Or you can do it the other way around and do the curve on your penis, and it'll help you hit the G spot when you're giving back shots. Yeah, that's
so, no, man, these things got it all. They're great. I mean, beautiful graphics, double wall insulation. Your hot stays hot, your cold stays cold, just like the McDLT, and the rubber bottom, beautiful graphics. You're not going to get it anywhere else but.
Boys and girls, you can get that from JT Story VO on Facebook. All kinds of jingles, podcast intros, just ask Pestrogen. Anything you need, get a hold of him, JT VO on Facebook.
Absolutely. Yep. Great guy. Can't wait to meet him one of these days.
It'll happen, Captain.
I want to meet him. Anyway, okay, back to the stories.
Yes,
Frank Jacobs, this is your turn. So, I did a building in Cape Town, South Africa for rodent control on a Friday. The Monday had tenants on the Monday. Let me start over. The Monday, the tenants on the 20th floor complained of a horrendous smell coming from their roof. It happened to be a burglar who had a heart attack in the ceiling the Friday evening.
Oh.
He sadly passed and was busy decomposing. Sad.
Sometimes when you fuck around, you
don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Keep your eye on the sparrow. All right. That was a shorty. I'm going to go ahead and take care of Roberto Denry here.
All right.
They found a dead chick that OD'd 4 days before.
Yubling.
She was living in the dump of the studio apartment building. Of course, it was August, no AC, and on the southwest side of the building. So, Roberto, what you're telling me is she was still warm.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, that's right.
Target of opportunity.
That's right. And 4 days. In 4 days, they haven't reached the pupal stage yet either. So you're good to go, Jack. No. They wiggle.
That's nasty. All right. I need a palate cleanser. Lori McKenzie said years ago, multifamily heading to a third floor with maintenance. Potpourri lining the hallway going up. Told the maintenance guy where we were going. The dude's probably dead. He said, nah. We get there. Horrible odor. Open the door. Deceased gentleman had a heart attack and died coming out of the shower. Maintenance guy wigged out, ran outside to puke. I had to stay outside and wait for the police. Maintenance guy left. Police are you sure he's dead? Yeah. How sure? Well, sir, roaches are omnivores, and that means they eat plant and animal. Every orifice of that dude's body had roaches snacking away. Well, that's disgusting. And also disturbing. How you are so calm. So, 7 bodies in almost 17 years. That's what good old Lord Mackenzie had to say. Damn, roaches snacking on the bunghole. I'd say that qualifies as dead unless the guy was totally into that, which I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, how many bodies does it take for you to start being so calm? It's like, she had 7 there, so.
Well, I was an EMT, so I saw enough a long time ago. So
yeah, I was going to say you probably saw a hell of a lot more than 7.
I've seen several. Yeah.
All right.
Some missing heads. So
yeah. I'm gonna skip one and go to Caitlin Boyd. I'll come back to Shane here in a second. Naked
right.
Grandma, not mine.
That's the qualifier there, because I think it would be. To you, would it be more or less bad if it was your grandma?
No, I wouldn't want to see naked grandma.
Especially not your own.
Yeah.
So your own naked grandma would be worse.
Family Feud. That was one of the questions. What would an old man have in his wallet? And they're like, naked grandma. The family's like, good answer. Even the grandma's over there. Good answer.
He's like, yeah. I remember taking that picture.
That's right. I was taking that picture made me moist.
Your grandpa, that's the only white boy that made me moist.
She got him a good man, a Stedman.
Have relations.
Ain't nothing wrong with relations. Relations is beautiful. Okay, Shane. All right. Shane, we've held off long enough on your ass. I've come across a few bodies during my time servicing apartments, including one that was self-inflicted, and he left a note. Not sure if it's creepy, but it certainly looks like something out of a horror film.
Yeah, that sucks. I'll tell you from personal experience, that sucks.
Fuck me, man.
That sucks. Well, moving on. Chantel Bernal said, Mrs. told me, just come inside when you're ready. So I did. Walked down the hall and locked eyes with a grown man butt naked on the toilet, taking his morning shit with the door wide open. Haunted. The only words out of his mouth as we both froze in terror. Jesus Christ. Well, I tell you, it's like, even like with your dog, like he'll like lock eyes with you while he's like at the point of egress. Right when that load starts, drop it, the Duke starts coming out, and he's like looking you right in the eye. You got to assert dominance. Person look me in the eye when he was vomiting. He's like, oh! That was bad enough.
No, it's the ones that are their head down and vomiting, but their eyes are looking right back.
You get that little tenacious side eye.
Yeah. And my Max does that when he's out in the yard taking a shit, and it's like he'll hunker down and he'll be like. He'll come over there, he'll walk down, and then he'll hunker down. And he'll be like,
"You watching, Dad? You watching me?"
I know what he's waiting for. He's waiting for the thumbs up, because I always have to. We have this ritual, me and Max. If he's going out to take a leak, he'll go out, he'll squat down, and he'll hike up his leg, and he'll look up at me. I'll be like, But when he hunkers down for his shit, man, I'm like. And he always looks back at me for that thumbs up, because he knows after that last solid hits, he's in and getting a snap.
Got to get the thumb of approval.
Oh, that's right. He's like, rate my poo, Dad. It's like, yeah, that's a good one. Sometimes it comes up. Brett Loisel. Scariest thing I've seen in this job was when I finished a job for a Patel, and he paid in full and gave me a tip.
I'm calling bullshit. Don't be calling bullshit on that one. I'm calling bullshit.
We were. This isn't the unicorn episode. This isn't the Great White Buffalo episode, man.
Wakanunka.
That's actually more amazing story than scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Okay. Have to do a miracle episode.
That's right.
That is the only story like that we will get. I guarantee you.
Absolutely.
There is no others.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, man.
Kerry Lane. I was spraying an apartment complex, and the tenant had shot himself in the head. He was upstairs in his bed. I got to be the lucky one to walk in on it. It was so sad and gross. I called the police because the maintenance guy was totally freaking out. It was hard to stay calm on the phone. I bet it was. That's just no bueno.
That's not a good thing to walk in on at all.
No.
The folks that have been around the block for a while, like the old people, the elderly and whatnot, in the 80s, 90s, years old, you go in, you see them, it's like you kind of understand. Okay, this was it. They've led a good life and everything, but for something like that come along, that's not good. It's not good at all. And you carry that shit with you for a long time. So anybody that's actually walked in on something like that, you have my utmost thoughts and respect. Sucks. Cheryl Heath.
Yes, Cheryl Heath.
My scariest moments on the job. What was that grin for? Anyway, my scariest moments on the job all involves people, not critters. I think the worst is when a guy and his elderly dad locked me inside the house, blocked my exits, and forced me to turn in slow circles so they could inspect. What the fuck? So they could inspect me and literally grade my assets and appearance like a cow in a cattle show.
What the
Holy
fuck?
Crap. All right. It was humiliating, degrading, and downright terrifying. I would say so.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I was finally allowed to leave when they decided on my final score. Both men insisted they weren't scary because they're both gay and just appreciate the female form.
No, there's no.
I'm sorry. No, don't piss on her leg and tell her it's raining.
Right.
There's so much more to the story if you want to know the rest. To be honest, though, I couldn't even begin to count the number of creepy people, not just men, I've had to deal with, or the number of times I've been intentionally locked inside someone's house. How many? You mean there was more than one time?
Well, Cheryl, I'll say this, Cheryl. I've got a lot of time on my hands, and if you want to give me an address, I don't mind taking a road trip. I'll be happy to take care of that. That's absolutely fucking horrible, Cheryl.
We also know people who own hog farms. So
and I live on a mountain with a lot of land. So
just if you want this taken care of, Cheryl or anybody else, just click the link below.
That's right.
Take care of it.
I'll be happy. Was it what was it? Ving Rhames said on Pulp Fiction. Get some pipe hitting motherfuckers.
I go medieval on your ass.
Medieval on his ass.
You hear me, cowboy?
So, Brad, you get to be the guy in the gimp suit.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I think there's a tumbler floating around somewhere from Tony Spangler at SpanglerArt.com that's got me in a gimp suit. And I believe one Tate Jordan has that. Ye gads. I'm sorry, the Tater formerly known as Issa.
Yes.
Now he's just known as the Artista.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're next, Jack.
All right. Biza Jenny. I, a female tech, being told by a male customer that they shouldn't let me work by myself because he could shoot me and throw me in his pond and no one would ever know. So I should, quote, be careful and watch out for dangerous people. Like you, motherfucker?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I, as a male tech, am appalled by that.
Yes, it's disgusting.
Yes.
And there is nothing. You and Cheryl both and any other female tech that's had to deal with assholes like that didn't say it or don't talk about it, which is completely fine. Although you should tell somebody that shit happened. Tell your service manager, tell your branch manager, tell the fucking cops.
I have a female technician that I quasi manage, and if she didn't bring that stuff to me when it happened, and I found out later, I'd be pretty upset with her.
Yeah, for sure. But the fact is that tell somebody it's wrong,
Absolutely.
And the majority of the population knows it's wrong. So when some asshat like that pulls that bullshit, it needs to be answered.
Exactly. So, and like we said, me and Jack, we got you. Hog farm.
Yeah.
Follow the link below.
Let me know.
Right.
Give me a call. I'll handle that shit.
All right. Okay. Probably an extremely prolific cheese bag,
Mhm.
and someone who's well known in the Mod Squad while not being actually a part of it. Tom Brennan writes one that I failed to mention, and which was both, I think, one of the weirdest and definitely the saddest stories that I have from pest control, is the day that I went to a 3-family tenement house and was walking up the front stairway to the second floor. There were a half dozen guys standing in line on the way up to the stairs. One of the guys thought I was trying to cut the line, and I had to explain, despite my uniform and me carrying my B&G, that I was just the pest control guy. I honestly assumed they were probably standing in line to buy drugs. I got to the top of the stairs, and there's the living room. The way these houses are arranged, the front door leads into the living room, and then you pass through the living room, then there's the dining room, then going behind the back of the house, there's a large kitchen, and finally there's a small pantry beside the rear door. All of that is on your right-hand side, and on your left-hand side are 3 bedrooms. The third bedroom's door is just outside of the pantry door. As I walked through and into the pantry, where I would typically start my service, I saw the woman who lived in the apartment. Suffice it to say, she was nude, on her knees, addressing a client. The thing about it is that in the very front room, oh man, Jack, we need to start proofreading these. All 3 of her young children, which had been sitting eating cereal and watching cartoons, which means as they walked back and forth through the pantry, they had to witness.
That fucking disgusting, and it's horrible. And that kind of goes with the theme of the show. But that's just fucking nasty. What the fuck's wrong with people? God damn, nasty motherfuckers.
Jack, we're the ones that decided on this topic.
No, and it needed to be said because
it does.
As much as you fucking hate to say it, it needed to be said.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that Cheryl and the other sweet lady who submitted the story, Jenny, not our Jenny, spoke up as well, because it needs to be said.
Yeah.
Even if it just empowers another lady that may happen onto that later in life, if it empowers them to fucking say something.
I get it, Jack. We see a lot of shit in our jobs. I mean, we're going into situations that makes a man forget his fear of hell sometimes, and it sucks. And but sometimes we're a comedy thing, but sometimes you just can't laugh.
Yeah, no, and there ain't a fucking thing funny about what happened to those girls and what those poor kids have to live with.
Exactly.
All right. Colton Wayne Lee said, did a pest control and went into a basement, and it was a sex ring. 14 separate rooms, separate doors, and no windows. All rooms were on one light switch and 6 padlock to the door going upstairs. Thankfully, they were just caught, but you could tell the evil in the house. Fastest pest control I've ever done. Just got that shit done, got the fuck out.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we get ourselves into some crazy situations, and the best thing to do is splash and dash.
Right. I don't know why I have the name on the list here and then another name. I don't know what I fucked up there, but Renee Antonio Kirby, I missed your story, and I'm sorry. I'll bring it up on another show. I promise you.
Please tell me it wasn't about a sex ring or suicide or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Please, yes, let us know. And, dear God, please, I hope it's funny. Andrew Lunsford had an apartment complex that I serviced. They had a tenant that they had trouble with evicting. After a few months, I asked if he'd finally been evicted and they had any more trouble with him. I asked this as we entered the empty apartment he had been staying in. His response: last week, I was showing the apartment, and when we walked into the bedroom, he had laid there naked and was dead with a half-smoked cigarette and an empty bottle of Jack Daniels. I said, "You have got to be kidding me." He replied, "Nope, you can still see where he had melted into the carpet."
Ew.
I said, "And you didn't even change out the carpet?" He said, "No, I shampooed it and got most of him cleaned up."
Most of them.
Oh, my God, man.
Most.
Dude.
You know
588-2300 Empire, man. They got cheap ass carpet.
800-580-2300 Empire today.
God,
that was Elmer Lynn Haldren. JT was fascinated with that commercial when he was really little.
Yeah.
And that man's name was Elmer Lynn Haldren. He was also part of a barbershop quartet.
Is that right?
Yep.
Well, I'll be damned. And I'll tell you what, man, I've been hearing some really good freaking quartets and harmonies. And I don't know where the videos keep popping up in my reels, but I mean, I'm hearing all kinds of good shit, man. So
Good.
I love a good harmony, Jack.
I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old dad.
Ooh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
I work all night, I sleep all day, I cut down trees, I eat my lunch, I like to press wildflowers, I put on women's clothing and hang around in bars. I fucking love Monty Python.
Wednesdays I go shopping and have buttered scones for tea.
Oh, next week, I'm looking forward to next week.
I am too, man. It is our beloved once a year Christmas episode, pizza party episode. And we've got a couple of really cool ass guests. You may have heard them and you may have heard them on Pestrogen. We have Alex Calder and Dylan Lowen joining us next week. And we're looking forward to sharing our Little Caesars pizza with them. And
Alex Calder's a fucking hoot. I'm looking forward to having him on the show.
Alex is a bloody hoot, and
Yes.
Dylan is one hell of a guy. And
Awesome.
it's kind of an international episode. He's up there in Canada, so I guess we can consider this an
And
international.
we have a special twist on the Beach Motherfucker.
Beach
Day Before
Motherfucker
Christmas.
story. Yes, we do. And
A special twist for it.
yeah, I'm kind of hoping I'm hoping to have a little surprise up my sleeve for you folks too, and keeping in the spirit of the pizza party. And
our attire should be fitting for the occasion.
we are going to dress up a little bit more on
Yes.
Jack. It's going to be awesome. So really looking forward to it.
So of our
Christmas is
guests,
a
if you're
time-
listening, dress up, dress the
Yeah.
part.
Oh yeah, yep.
Alex, Dylan.
We'll message you folks with more details.
Yes, dress up. Damn
And,
it.
yeah, and you guys might know Dylan. He's the guy you see every now and again on Pest Control Humor Depot, my favorite group.
Mhm.
He's a guy with very interesting nasal jewelry and a beautiful handlebar mustache, which I expect to be red on one side and green on the other next week in the
With
spirit of the
sparkle.
holidays.
With them sparkled.
Yes,
Sparkled.
sparkle. Oh yeah, glitter. Maybe tinsel hanging off of it.
Yeah.
Ornament.
That'd be
Ornament.
perfect.
Look at
A
ornament. man.
tinsel Fu Manchu. That'd be great. Just hang it, let it hang down. Tinsel Fu Manchu would be great.
Oh crap! But yeah, man, really excited about next week. And then after that, Jack, we've got the month of January to go to, and then we'll be on our
Yes.
February hiatus. So
That's right.
yeah, we've 2026 is going to be a hell of a year for us, Jack, because we've got a lot of really interesting topics that we're looking at
We do.
covering. It's going to be funny. It's going to be thought provoking. It's going to go from the extremely grotesque to the fatally banal.
And we might.
have it all.
I'd like to throw a serious one in there too about mental health for people on the job.
That's why I was. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, we've got. I'm looking forward to 2026, man. We got a lot of exciting things coming down
Hell yeah! But our last show of the year is next week.
next week. That's right. Yep. So we're looking forward to that, Jack. So anyway, guys, gals, whatever else you guys calling yourselves this week. Look, have a great week on behalf of Jack, myself,
Yes.
Pest Control Humor Depot, my favorite group, on behalf of Tony Spangler from SpanglerArt.com and our good friends that we didn't mention over at Pest Tech USA. We bid you a merry bug the fuck off.
Bug off.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Oh, thanks for listening to Tales from the Crossbase podcast. Jack and Brad will be back next week with another great episode. TFTC can be found on almost every podcast provider available, and you can also find us on TikTok at TFTC 2.0, Instagram at TFTC Podcast, Facebook at the Pest Control Humor Depot Group, and our website, www.tftc.wtf. Don't forget to subscribe and share. See you soon.